Hi there, this is Tata with Rangers of Wrestling, and welcome to the Wrestling Time Post Show. And for tonight, I will be reviewing Slammiversary. Alright, so tonight's Slammiversary was a celebration of the 20th anniversary of IMPACT Wrestling. Nostalgic moments tonight with so many past talent showing up to celebrate 20 years of IMPACT Wrestling. They had a bunch of video packages from Sting, of course, Kurt Angle. But the biggest surprise video package of them all is AJ Styles. Yes, you heard that correctly. AJ Styles, former Mr. TNA, appeared via Titantron with a special message, and he was talking about his incredible match with Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe in 2005. He got voted most impactful X Division wrestler. And at the end of the video, he thanks WWE for allowing him to do this video package. It's so crazy. I was not expecting AJ Styles to appear via Titantron. I don't think any of us expected to see AJ Styles tonight in any way, shape, or form. I was kind of hoping he would be the mystery man in the Team Impact Originals, but I knew that was a long shot. But just the fact that he got to send in a video package meant a lot, because I don't think any of us would have expected it or would have seen it coming. But wow, maybe that was a trade-off. Impact gave Mickie James to WWE. Maybe WWE allowed AJ Styles to do this in exchange. This is just really, really crazy, and I wasn't expecting AJ Styles. What about you guys? Were you guys shocked to see AJ Styles? I know I was. My mouth dropped when I saw AJ Styles. All right. So, in the pre-show, we had the Impact Digital Media Championship. It was Rich Swann versus Brian Myers. Now, I have to remind you guys, Rich Swann is the true digital media champion. The only reason he does not have the belt is because Matt Cardona ran away with the title after the match was over, and he gave the title to Brian Myers, declaring him digital media champion. So, this match, Rich Swann hit a 450 splash to Brian Myers, and that is how he successfully retained his title. So now he officially has the belt. And I'm very happy for Rich Swann because he settled that score once and for all. Then we had the reverse battle royal. So this is my first time ever seeing the reverse battle royal, and I have to say I was kind of what the heck is going on? Because I had never seen this. And I know this was from the past. So apparently you start off on the upside, and then only a certain amount of wrestlers get inside. It was 7. And then once everybody else gets eliminated, the final 2, you win by pinfall or submission. So of course the final 2 were Shark Boy and Johnny Swinger, and oh my god, in typical Johnny Swinger fashion, he tossed Shark Boy over the top rope, and he thought he won. He did a muscle pump, again, typical Johnny Swinger, and then Shark Boy came back inside, hit him with the stunner, and won, which I thought was so hilarious. And I thought that was oh my god, seriously. Oh, Johnny Swinger, man, I swear. The last time he was in Battle Royal, he came out in a little cart thing that they used to do in the rest back in the 80s, and he did the whole... That was so hilarious. Oh my god, Johnny Swinger never fails to entertain me. He never does, honestly. Oh my god. Okay. So with that concluded the pre-show. But the pay-per-view kicked off with the Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship. It was Speedball Mike Bailey versus Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel versus Kenny King versus Alex Zayne versus Andrew Everett. Jack Evans was originally supposed to be in this match, but he was pulled from it before as an injury precaution. This was Ace Austin's first appearance on Impact as a member of Bullet Club, and he even came out with Bullet Club attire, which I thought was pretty cool. Trey Miguel coming out with the Venom jacket, that was pretty cool too. Oh my god, okay, so like, where do I even start with this match? Like, this match had so much going on. It was like, this match has so much going on. We had, as soon as the match started, you had Ace Austin whack Mike Bailey with the little king thing that he does. Mike Bailey fell from like the rope and he took out 3 guys. There was that one spot with the Canadian Destroyer, and then at one point it became a 4-way fight in the ropes. It was Kenny King, Ace Austin, Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Trey Miguel. And then at another point it was a 3-way. It was Ace Austin, Speedball, and I believe Andrew. All right, so like the final sequence had Bailey use the head scissors to send Andrew Everett flying. Then Alex Zayne climbed over him, and then Ace kicked him down, and that allowed for Mike Bailey to kick Ace Austin off the ropes and unhook the championship. And he won his first title in Impact, and it was the X-Division title, and he won in an incredible opening contest. Like, I can now only imagine there's going to be a rivalry with Speedball Mike Bailey and Ace Austin for that title, and it's going to be an amazing title. I'm pretty sure Ace Austin is still mad at Speedball for not following along with whatever plan he had. Oh my god. So then we get like a quick backstage segment with the Impact Originals team, and they're asked by Scott Hudson who was the 5th member of the team, and Nick Aldis said it was a no-brainer. So again, we still at this point don't know who was going to be the 5th member. All right. Then we had the Knockouts World Tag Team title match. It was Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie versus Tenay Dashwood and Madison Rayne, the Influence. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Influence. I mean, this match was good, obviously, but I'm just not a big fan. Rosemary, I'm really happy Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie won after Rosemary hit the butterfly butt buster to pin Rayne. So that's the second title change tonight. And are there more to come? I guess just wait and see. So before the Knockouts match, we had a special message from Sting talking about his Joker Sting gimmick and how he enjoyed stepping out of the box and he had a fun time with great matches. Then after the match, that's when Kurt Angle sent in his message congratulating Impact on 20 years, and that he was basically saying that he was grateful for Impact giving him an opportunity when he needed it. And then it was a Monsters Ball match, Sami Callihan versus Moose. Wow. Like, they went to war. They freaking went to war. I mean, this wasn't just like a simple match. Like, they really went at it. Like, Sami Callihan gouged, of course, Moose's eyes at one point. But I have to say, like, even at the very start of the match, like, Sami Callihan, he stole, like, Moose's entrance. Oh, how about, like, when Moose put Sami Callihan through that table, both men threw a chair at each other, then both men threw the trash can, hit each other with trash can lids. Sami Callihan putting Moose in a trash can. Sami pushing Moose into the timekeeper's area from the top turnbuckle. Oh my god, Sami Callihan bought out thumbtacks. And he had that bag. And when I saw that bag, I was like, oh my god, like, thumbtacks were in there. And I was right. Of course, you know, Moose put Sami on those thumbtacks. Then Sami put Moose to the table. Oh, Sami with that pile driver to Moose on the thumbtacks. Ouch. And then how does the match end? After Sami Callihan hits Moose with a barbed wire bat. And he ended up being victorious with that. Like, ouch. This match was pure war between the two of them. Not to mention, prior to this, they went 24 hours without eating and without drinking water. And while they were in total isolation. Ouch, man. Ouch. Then we had the Impact World Tag Team Championship match. It was the Good Brothers versus the Briscoes. Now, good match, but the Good Brothers ended up being victorious. So once again, they are tag team champions. And I'm kind of disappointed because the Briscoes really didn't get to have a long run with the titles. I wanted to see more from the Briscoes as champions. I'm actually kind of tired of the Good Brothers being tag champions. I feel like, okay, like the Briscoes maybe should have retained and moved on to somebody else, maybe like Honor No More. But I don't know, like, what do we do with the Good Brothers now? And what happens to the Briscoes? Are they going back to Ring of Honor? Like, what's going to happen here? But the only thing I can think of is, with next week being Forbidden Door, I'm thinking, now I know this is a long shot. I know the Forbidden Door is just New Japan and AEW, but Good Brothers are still technically Bullet Club. So what if they appear at Forbidden Door with Jay White, maybe? And the only logical reason, maybe, they wanted to appear as tag champs, or it could just be simple explanation. Good Brothers resigned, so they got the titles back, or there could just be no explanation. They just simply want to win. So I don't know, because we'll have to wait and see. Then what happened afterwards was America's Most Wanted came out. Yes, Wildcat Chris Harris and James Storms came out to toast the tag team division in Impact. They handed beers to the Good Brothers and to the Briscoes to celebrate. And as we all know, like, Don West is unfortunately battling cancer right now. So, just lovely tribute video to Don West and Mike Tenay. So what more can I say? Then Christy Hemme was going to introduce the next match, which ended up being the Impact Originals versus Honor No More. All right. So, Honor No More came out, okay. Then the Impact Originals came out. But before the fifth member of Impact Originals came out, Dixie Carter came out. She came out and she was basically thanking every talent that's ever stepped in the ring. And then she said that Impact wouldn't last 6 months, and now they have 20 years. And she announced that the fifth member was Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards' old tag team partner. Not only that, but Scott D'Amore came out in his Team Canada attire, when he was the coach of Team Canada, and he was on commentary for this match. Like, oh my god, this match was actually a lot of fun. It really was. Like, oh my god, there's so much that happened. Really, so much that happened in this match. I wouldn't even know where to start with this match, because before this match started, a brawl broke out. Then at one point we had Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards stare at each other, but Eddie Edwards kind of backed off, and so he tagged himself out. Edwards ended up attacking Richards. Motor City Machine Guns took out Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards pulled a rope, allowing Mike Taven to go over the top rope and take out everybody. Then Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards stare at each other again. Oh my god, at one point there was this really cool spot where Eddie Edwards and Matt Taven were on a submission hold, and everybody was trying to be put in the submission hold. But that's when chaos erupted. Davey Richards tried to pin PCO. Maria, of course, distracting the referee. Tracy Brooks clotheslined Maria and took her out. Then she got pulled into the ring. And then, like, at some point, like, the ref, poor ref, got, like, blinded out. Got blinded. And then, like, Kenny King came out, who participated in the Ultimate X match earlier, to try to help Honor No More. But then D'Lo came out, took care of him with the frog splash. Mind you, the ref is still out. So guess who was there? Referee Earl Hebner was there. He like, pulled off his shirt and revealing the referee shirt. And like his son, Brian Hebner, was the referee in this match. So it makes sense. And I know David Hebner recently passed away. So like there's this one little moment after the end of the match where like Earl like looks up and she's just somber. And then that's when we get the video package about AJ Styles. Like I already talked about that in the beginning, but just to kind of recap, he basically talked about the match that changed everything. The match that put TNA on the map. It was AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels in 2005. So, and then he thanked WWE for allowing him to do that video. Then after that, we got the Queen of the Mountain match for the Knockouts Championship. It was Jordyn Grace versus Tasha Steelz versus Deonna Purrazzo versus Chelsea Green versus Mia Yim. Okay, so this match was like freaking incredible, I have to say. So Mickie James obviously was special enforcer. And like Tasha Steelz, as soon as the match started, she immediately like exited the ring and got like a table. Then Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green were working together. And Chelsea Green took everybody out besides Deonna. Green became eligible because she pinned Tasha Steelz, who got locked in the penalty box. Savannah Evans tried to get involved, but Mickie James, being special enforcer, took her out. Then Mia Yim became eligible when she pinned Chelsea Green, causing her to get sent into the penalty box. Then Deonna becomes eligible, and Tasha Steelz once again goes inside the penalty box. And Tasha Steelz got put in the penalty box a lot. At some point in the match, Chelsea Green started bleeding from her nose, and she was like going crazy holding that title. Mia Yim drop kicked her, and she landed spine first onto the ladder. That looked like it hurt. Then there was a pile driver on the floor to Jordyn Grace by Mia Yim, and she became eligible. And Jordyn Grace entered the penalty box. Mickie James, I guess you can call this an abuse of power. She pulled Chelsea Green off the ladder. Deonna Purrazzo with the powerbomb to Mia Yim on the ladder. A lot of ladders were used in this match. Because this is my favorite spot in this match. Deonna Purrazzo was climbing on one side of the ladder. Chelsea Green was climbing on the other side, on the opposite side. Mia Yim pushed that ladder, and they went through tables, and they were just out the rest of the match. And then Tasha Steelz and Jordyn Grace finally become eligible. Once again, Jordyn Grace puts Tasha Steelz in the penalty box, and Jordyn Grace ends up victorious. She climbs that ladder and hangs the title, and she's now the new Knockouts champion. We have one match to go, and pretty much all the titles up until this point have changed hands. So a lot of title changes tonight. Then we had Goldilocks, who named the most influential knockouts of all time, which was Gail Kim. And then in the main event, we had Josh Alexander versus Eric Young for the Impact World title. And let me tell you something. Like, this main event was amazing. Like, according to commentary, this was Eric Young's 4th Slammiversary main event, and Josh Alexander, they said Josh Alexander was undefeated at Slammiversary. Now, both match starts off with both men being equal to each other. Josh Alexander doing the moonsault to Eric Young as a tribute to Christopher Daniels. And then at one point, he hit Eric Young with open palm strikes. Josh Alexander paid tribute to Joe by doing the foot thing, the foot rub that Samoa Joe liked to do. He put Eric Young in an ankle lock twice here. Then he did another moonsault to Eric Young. At one point, the ref gets blinded, and I was a little scared when the ref got blinded because I was like, oh my God, for sure that means Eric Young is winning. So, of course, Zayne tried to attack Josh Alexander. Josh with putting Jordyn through a table. Holy smokes. And I don't know where he got that Canada flag, but he got it. And oh my God, Eric Young hitting Josh Alexander with the wooden guitar, which I guess is like a tribute or an homage to Jeff Jarrett. And then he exposed the wood from under the ring and he hit a pile driver to Josh Alexander. But that still didn't work. Josh Alexander kicked out of that. And he tried to do it again, but again, that's just when Josh counters with an ankle lock, and Josh Alexander hit the C4 spike on the exposed wood, and Josh Alexander retained his Impact World title in an incredible main event. Oh my God. And honestly, this was such an incredible show. 20 years of Impact. Top to bottom, there's not one thing I disliked about tonight's show. Honestly, I'm going to give this a Ty Dillinger, a perfect 10. Because incredible, top to bottom cards, all the matches were bangers. I don't even know what I would pick as match of the night because all the matches are so phenomenal. I honestly, they're all so incredible. I could not decide. But what did you guys think of tonight's show? What was your favorite match of the night? What do you think was match of the night? But I cannot wait to see the fallout from Slammiversary. And where Impact goes, like Dixie Carter said, here's to another 20 years of Impact. I know I've only been watching Impact 2 years now, well, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in July. And honestly, Impact has become my favorite weekly show of all time. And it's also my favorite show to review every week. And tonight proved why people have got to stop sleeping on Impact Wrestling. And if people continue to sleep on Impact Wrestling, you're missing out. I don't know what else to tell you. If tonight did not convince you to watch Impact Wrestling, I don't know what will. But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching and for your continuous support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after Monday Night Raw. Bye.